Bafowethu so na le ntwana engwe e nyane ka mara kampa ya South Africa o jumpile gore education is not the key to success, mara connection ke yona the key to success. So last number tsene sigela re matric a fetsa a bala kra degree a shifa ke yona sa paka CV o te botsanga rotla kra span shifa le ke yona namela di gailo ya wa stop last number o tsena ka mole ka mo dropa di CV tot ke itere e ruruwa ya last number o bona le setlhagodi thomo sekama.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Shagela Melda. On today's video, let's talk about this South African brother that burned his certificate because of no jobs. You people have seen what you people are costing South Africans right now, right? Someone will graduate from school. Do you know how much it costs these people to go to a private school and get a good certificate, an international certificate? Do you know how much it costs South Africans? Which you people are entering into South Africa illegally, undocumented, and you're taking on all the jobs that were supposed to be theirs on a low wage. That is even the worst part of it. Anyways, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do well to like, share, and subscribe while you listen to what our people have to say about the educational system of South Africa. And my reaction will be at the end of this video, so please stay.
Kalantse up and down azama rekse mi batla mmitsanya na CV ba fana ba la chibala ke bona ba mmetha ka tswafa ba bona rekse ke zamile sigela ke tsenetseng cause khale ke tsana digela khale di post di tswa tsolo re nna lo tse ke na le ntsona di alekana ka qualify or ke tsene le nna ke thomo theshanyana ke bana le leto ba magala last number twa isa dilo ba mmetha ka tswafa ha ona phone call o phone ba le ba go di customer service ba le ba scam batho ya ba le ba scam na batho ba butsore karata o go mora wena le nomoro tse bana 123 kante ke chafa for 2 Matric 1 a bona last number la rekse khale se lang ke nyaka na le spane ke tsama ka di train ke tsama ka di taxi ke khopela di lift ke hike gore ke zama gore di stimoto a Spane ba fana ba le since ba mmetha ka tswafa. So last number decide rekse dilo tse bilane di mpakela mafene di mpakela dust go botsa ka di matric certificate go botsa ka di degree di CV wa magala rekse khale re printa ma page mo di internet cafe ba re itse ka da so regular customer e bilane re na le loyalty card ya ka mara di internet cafe the way re printa di CV ka teng a last number la bona rekse ke go tsa mollo ka dilo tse plus ke winter ya di fees go botsa ka ntwana nyane a fisa the qualifications tsa high because wa bona mo South Africa mo ba mmetha ka tswafa ha ona Spanish ya skrang ba ntse go jarateng ba dlala ludo ya o bore ya motho bona re se ke nna le bo malofa le nna ke tla dlala ludo le bona re tla dlala madaisi ra tla nna mo dikhoneng mo ra nna re tra go kasi nga re ma patrol tlhaka no maramba mfana mo nyana fisa di degree tsa high ba foitsi go bothata go buima ba fana ba government ba thaka tswafa ba buli mabati Spanish ska re se ba foitsi mara I hope anyone o lo rongwa lwela o ka Spanish da so wa se kreya go buima batho ba le di qualifications tsa bona mara langizi mo updates ke na lena ba futhi.
Please make this make sense to me. The Department of Education allows certain posts to be filled by the school and the SGB. They usually call them SGB posts, where the school is the one that advertises. They claim to go to the database and get CVs from the database, call candidates from the database or from the CVs that they've gotten there, and then interview them and then appoint them as teachers. And the department is very much okay with that. My question is, here is a B.Ed graduate, some are honors degrees that teachers or graduates have completed in universities. They apply for teaching posts only to get to the panel to be interviewed by an old man with a white hair, no matric, chairperson of the SGB, and is being employed by that kind of a person. Make it make sense. How do I get to be interviewed by somebody who's not even a teacher, have no experience in being a teacher, does not even know where does the entrance of any university is, but I get to come up with my qualification, dress formally, get there, sit there in front of such people, be interviewed by them. Yeah, but chairperson, deputy chairperson, yeah, treasurer. At that time when you look at these people, yes, SGB, we can't take that away, but they haven't been exposed to the field of education, and they are the panelists who are my employers who are going to employ me. I don't mean bad with this, please understand me, but I want to highlight the flaw and the wrongs that are in this thing, because this is where corruption comes in. This is where wrongdoing is being practiced. where you find the school principal together with the SGB chairperson are conniving together to extort money from the very same people before they are given those posts. And then they run the process as if it's a legitimate process, but it is for only formality that interviews were conducted. Such people I've seen when SGB member tells that particular person to say, please apply for this post on the database. When the person has applied, they go directly to withdraw, to download the CV for that person, and then they invite that person to the interview. The person has paid money, they get employed. And the way they've mastered the system, they will say, if you don't apply on the database, it will jumpish. It will be too obvious that we went to handpick you. But you must apply. Then when you have applied, you tell us you've applied. We go straight to the database and then scroll through the applications for that particular post in that school. And then we look for your CV. You give us your names and surnames. We go and then we withdraw your CV and then we invite you for interviews. And then whenever you've paid the money, you come to the interviews, we interview, and then you get the job. I cannot understand it. I don't want to lie. How does somebody who's not a subject matter expert happen to interview me in a position that they themselves cannot occupy? Isn't it that somebody more senior should be the one interviewing me to be the incumbent? Because the questions will be relevant questions with regard to the teaching and learning and the systems that are being applied as a teacher. Educators are being demeaned and belittled by being interviewed by SGB members. People who doesn't even know how do you apply for SAYS. How do you get into the system to register? SSS, who does not know the code of conduct of SAYS? SGB is just for governance, good people. The government must turn away this thing of having posts that are being advertised by the school and the SGB, and then is the one that is conducting the interviews. It's high time we respect this profession. It's high time the government uproots this evil and this corruption that is happening within the system. Because the SGB chairpersons, in particular, I'm saying that chairpersons because they're the ones that are always friends with principals that are making a hell lot of money. They share this money. Unless if it's a lord, then the deputy, the secretary, the treasurer, or the top five, they want something, you will pay as much as 40,000 rands to get a post. And what do you do as a South African who's looking for a job? If you've got your uncle who can help you, your brother, your mother, or the family, they take out the contributions and then it is 40,000 they give because they just know if you don't pay that money, you're not going to get anything. Some of them, they've even went to as far as taking money from 2 people or 3 people. Meanwhile, they know they're going to employ only 1 person. So because there's no proof to that, then they ditch the others and take the other, and then they've scored on the money for other people. They've scammed them in a way. Our government must change that. The Department of Education must look into that because the system is not working. The system is there to enrich these people. That is why you will have an SGB person, in particular a chairperson, who does not even have a child in the school, who will go to the neighbors and say, let me have your child and be registered as the guardian of this child. But that child has got a mother and a father. Isn't it that when a child has got a mother and a father, one of them or both of them can be registered as the recognized guardians in the schools? No. You have this person who has forever been a chairperson. Forever. I've got one Madala here with a white head that I know. He does not even have a child. Every year he goes to look for a child of a neighbor to remain relevant within the structures of the SGB there. Because this is where his money is coming from. When there are posts, when there are companies that are supposed to be appointed to supply the school with cleaning materials or cleaning services, they are supposed to supply with the stationery, they are supposed to supply with certain things. Because those are tenders that are issued and the SGB sits on the table to negotiate on that. They go around, they ask money for the particular companies, from particular companies to get something before they can appoint them. When there are positions, they do that. They extort money. And I hate it. I hate it to see black people, black South Africans doing such to fellow black South Africans. But the Department of Education need to look in that. We cannot have people who don't even know the curriculum that is being taught currently to be there in the interviews, interviewing you, to be like you are belittling these teachers, man. Let at least they have teachers and principals, have officials from the Department of Education to be the ones that does that. This thing of having posts being advertised by the schools and for the schools and run and appointment being done by the schools must be scrapped. Let's rather have everyone be appointed from the Department of Education as is. This SGB posts, it's nonsense. It must be gotten rid of. Because even some of them, they even rob them when it comes to salaries. So we are enough with that. The corruption that is happening in the Department of Education is so alarming, is so high that we cannot have an MEC quiet and doing nothing about this. We cannot have the district directors keeping quiet about this. We cannot have SAIS keeping quiet about this. We cannot have all the officials within the Department of Education keeping quiet about this. Our president keeping quiet and the premiers of the provinces keeping quiet about this. It is high time we stand up now. Department of Education, you can do better. Our children are being taught by bogus teachers. The posts that are being appointed there, it's people who are not supposed to be there. And this is a business. SGB is doing businesses with principals to extort money from people. This is fraud and corruption. They need to be arrested.
So guys, what do you all think about the video you just watched? So many people are saying they're disappointed. Others are saying South African teachers, the teachers in South Africa are made up of foreigners. Some are even undocumented, while others are legal in the country. And so many South Africans were asking me, where did they get the certificate? Because they know before you employ someone, that person must show something like SACS, I don't know, a paper that shows that the person is qualified. So why will you be employing someone that is not up to the tax? So many South Africans are not happy, while others are complaining that the government is not taking care of the school. But I don't understand why people are complaining, because I know South Africa, if people pay your student to study, I know there is this grant that they give to South African kids while they are in school. They pay them to study. So how come you people are not happy? Anyways guys, I don't have much to say about this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do it to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video and I'll be here to respond. So see you guys in our next video. Bye sweeties.